prepare to be challenged by the American. Yes, me, the American in the United States. Be prepared for this. I'm going to share with you the perception of many, maybe even most Americans. Here it goes. If you live outside the United States, this is going to be challenging. Here you go. Americans, when we perceive people from the nation of India, Indians, when we perceive them, I know in theory that we're supposed to think of them as Asian, but we don't. We think of people from India more so than anything. We kind of lump them in together with Middle Eastern people. And I can actually easily provide proof of this. Lost. One of the best TV shows ever made. Saeed, his character, is played by a man who is Indian. Yet on the show, he was supposed to be from Iraq, right? In our minds, we can't really perceive much difference between an Indian person and a Middle Eastern person. To us, we put them in the same category. So India, even though it's Asia, India is the Middle East. Now, get ready for some irony. As for Native Americans, who are named Indians, or who at least were named, I'm not saying we now call them Native Americans, but the Indians, the Native Americans as they were originally traditionally called, we perceive them, if anything, more of as Asian. They're Asian descent. They come from Asia, through the Bering Strait, through Alaska, settled here, 10,000 years ago, however long it was. Native Americans are Asian. That's the perception. Even though they were called Indian, they were actually Asian. And if you're from the nation of India, then you're Middle Eastern. Now, I'm getting ready for it. I know that there's going to be a lot of dislikes. I understand that. There's going to be more dislikes on this video than there will be likes. I understand that. But something you have to remember as the viewer, I'm not asking you to agree with the view. I'm saying the view exists. That's how many Americans view India, that it's basically the Middle East. Especially because so many people in India are Muslim. That's one more reason why we tend to do that. We don't think of people in India as Asian. Now, with that being said though, it's easy to think, I hate that idea, I disagree with that, that's such a stupid thing you just said, and then to assign it with a dislike. But you don't have to agree with me. I'm saying that it exists. You could say, Nick, I don't like your blue phone. I hate that. I'm gonna give it a thumbs down. Okay, you don't have to like the color blue, but this is what color my phone is. It's blue. So it's just funny to, as I study people who watch my videos, like this is a very straightforward topic. Americans perceive Indians largely as Middle Eastern, and we perceive Native Americans largely as Asian descendants. And the irony is Native Americans have traditionally been called Indians, and then when we think of Indians, we think of Middle Eastern anyway. I'm not asking you to agree with that. All I'm saying is that thought process does exist. And I'm simply informing you of that. Okay, go ahead. Tell me in 3 paragraphs how awful of a person I am, how ignorant, immoral, how wrong I am. Leave 3 whole paragraphs telling me, and please make sure to dislike this video. If you don't though, if you don't do those things, I'm gonna be amazed if anyone actually agrees with me, because I know my role. My role is to be the ignorant American who everybody doesn't like but keeps watching. So, if somehow I'm wrong about that part of it, that's what I really be interested in. Comments right here.